Alright YouTube, what's going on? We're back with a gun review, and this is the EAA Windicator 357 Magnum. Also obviously shoots a 338 Special. This is the 2.5 inch barrel model. It is a 6-shot, large. It's got a larger frame. It's about the same size as the Smith & Wesson K frame. So it's a little bit larger, holds six rounds of 357. So plenty of firepower. These are made in Germany, but distributed by EAA in Cocoa, Florida. And these are really solid guns for the money. I think I paid $260 after tax and everything's considered for this gun, which is me shaking the tripod, which is unreal for a quality revolver. It's very quality. It's been 100% reliable, no issues whatsoever. It's big and hefty. I mean, it weighs, let's find out how much it weighs unloaded. It weighs 1 pound, almost 13 ounces. So it's a beefy gun. It's not a lightweight carry gun, but it is a really, and what's good about that is that when you shoot these 357 rounds, which are beastly, if anyone knows, if I've ever shot a 357 out of a snub nose, they are a handful. Well, this gun handles them well because it's got such a beefy frame. It's a little heavier. So the trigger on this, well, it's unloaded, as you can see. I think I already showed the empty cylinder, but the trigger is good. I mean, single action trigger is super short. I mean, look at that. You can see that all it takes is just a little, and that fires. Now the double action has a double reset. It's 1, 2, and there's your double action. It's still pretty smooth. It has improved, which is the nice thing about revolver triggers. They tend to, the more you shoot, the more you improve. Now I've gotten pretty good with this double action. I can hit a steel plate from 7 yards, you know, most of the time shooting double action. So single action's easy because you have such a short trigger pull, and you can, you know, keep your sights aligned longer. With that double action pull, a little bit longer, but you know, as any revolver goes, that's how they work. They have double action or single action if they're a hammer revolver. Now that Ruger LCR I had was a double action only revolver, and it actually had a pretty smooth trigger. So this is a little more firm than that in double action, but then you got the nice single action mode if needed. So the triggers is good. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's good. You know, it's not anything to write home about, but it's also not a horrible trigger. The sights are actually pretty good on it. Now I've actually just painted that front sight red with some high-vis nail polish, but I actually really like the notch sights on this better than a lot of revolvers. It's pretty easy to line up those sights and get a pretty good sight picture, especially now that I painted that. You can kind of catch that, but it's much, you can see it there, it's much brighter, and that's held up pretty well as well. So why did I buy this gun? First of all, I like wheel guns. They're cool. It's fun to have a revolver. There's just something classic about them. They're just fun to have. They're fun to shoot. They're different than a, you know, a 9mm or a 45 or a 40 in semi-automatic. They're fun to shoot. Main reason why I got it is as a woods gun. When I go camping, hiking, in our area, you sometimes run into four-legged critters. Typically mountain lions, sometimes black bears. So not the huge bears, but sometimes black bears. And so I wanted something with a little more punch. So, and I've had a few different 357 revolvers before, and just really for that kind of purpose, it's like one of the better rounds. The nice thing is, again, you can shoot the 38. The 38 plus Ps are nice, but you can shoot the 38, which is a lot cheaper round for practice, you know, than carry the 357s for defense. So, and that's what I do. This gun actually, I wear it a few different ways. I have a holster, a couple holsters for it. The Don Hume GIT slide. This is actually for a Smith & Wesson K frame. Like I said, it's almost identical frame, and this is actually a pretty nice little fit. As you can see, trigger is fully covered. I mean, it doesn't have the best retention, but I mean, it's pretty good. But it's, you know, it's pretty comfortable. It sits pretty close to the body when you're wearing it outside the waistband. So it works nice for my purposes for hiking and stuff. I originally started with this holster, which I got off eBay, which is cool because it had these extra ammo carriers, and it's actually a pretty well-made nylon holster. It's got a nice soft interior. It's got the thumb break here for a better retention, but the clip I had on it, and it's got a belt clip loop or a clip, it just kind of hangs too far off the side. It's just not robust enough for this heavy of a gun, I don't think, so I've kind of tossed that one to the side for now. I also carry it in my EDC pack, and this is the bag that I take hiking with me a lot. And let me just get this up higher so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the UTG, basically the Maxpedition, but the UTG edition. And I actually have, it's got the concealed carry, and I have one of those Maxpedition holsters. That's where I carry this gun, right in there. So I always have it with me, and then I carry the extra ammo in that little pocket there. So that's kind of my get home bag that I always have in my car. I also use it for hiking. It's got the essentials to survive if I needed to for like a 24-hour period. So just gonna raise this down. Again, there we go. All right. So that's kind of the purpose of this gun. It's been, like I said, 100% reliable, no issues whatsoever. I'll roll in some shooting footage. It's pretty accurate, about 10 yards and in. Anything past that, you're, with that short of a barrel and those kind of sights, you're having a hard time. But that's, it does what it's designed to do. That's the idea is, it's a defensive pistol. It's not really meant to be shot too much farther. So the HK-S10 speed loader works for this gun perfectly. So that's nice, and you can see I've got some Hornady critical defense, 357 Magnum. I believe these are 157 grains. Could be wrong. I also use this Bianchi speed strip. I like these better personally. They're faster, but these are nice too. So I've got some extra ammo with me all the time. And these are the ones that were loaded in the gun. So yeah, it's a fun little revolver. It's for the money, under 300 bucks. I mean, it's hard to beat. I can't think of any revolver that even comes close in price that's as good as this revolver. So if you're looking for a cheap, like a truck gun, something you can leave in there that if it gets stolen or something happens, it's not the end of the world, or like for me, a woods gun, this is perfect. What I want originally, I run a lot of snakes, rattlesnakes up where I hike too, so I wanted some snake shot. They have those CCI shot shells. And that's been one of the main reasons I got this gun, and you cannot find them anywhere right now. And I used to have a bunch of them, and I think I sold them with another revolver I had at one point. So kind of kicking myself there because now I can't even find them. So hopefully I can find those, but in case I need to use it against a snake. So it has a lot of purposes. It's a very versatile gun. So I'm definitely a big fan of the 357 round. It packs quite a punch, and it can do the job against four-legged creatures or two-legged. So that's going to be the tabletop part. We'll roll on the shooting footage now. You can see me shooting the gun, and then we'll kind of come back and wrap it up. Recording?
Yep.
Okay. Five out of 6 ain't too shabby, right?
Yep.
Should have brought my speed loader up here. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Shooting the EAA Windicator, 357 Magnum. This gun's been flawless. Shooting all those double action too. That was 6 out of 6, I think. Did it hit all 6 times?
Yep.
I think so. The target was shaking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So this gun is there's some 38 special there, but this gun is super. This is a good range. It's about 7 yards. May look closer, but it's 7 yards. I marked it off. It's only got a 2.5-inch barrel. As you back up to like 10, you'll notice you lose a little accuracy, but this is kind of the design. That 2.5-inch barrel. This is the design. The kind of the range for this gun. So I missed the first shot. I missed all of these.
One more to go.
What the heck? 1 out of 6 that time. I think we'll edit that out of the video. What do you say?
Hey, not everyone gets a perfect shot.
Yeah, but if I had my 9mm, I'd be hitting this every time.
Yeah.
That was 6 out of 6 that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny. I went like 5 out of 6, 6 out of 6, 1 out of 6, and then 6 out of 6. So, like I said, we'll probably edit that out of the video. You can turn it off now. So as you can see there, it's pretty accurate. That was about 7 yards I was shooting. I think I hit that still plate at least 90% of the time, and that's about an 8-inch plate. So not bad. It's definitely not, you know, crazy good accuracy or anything, but it's definitely sufficient for its purpose. And like I said, just a solid piece of metal, just quality. You know, it feels solid. It feels like a tank. It's built like a tank. Functions 100%. Like I said, the trigger, even its double action, is smoothing out quite a bit. So a lot better when I first got it. And the single action's just, you know, nothing. It's just hardly any push. The grip's nice. It's comfy. It's ergonomic. It actually helps absorb the recoil pretty good. It's not like it's a Hope grip, but it's a pretty hard rubber grip, but it does its job pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say, I think. I mean, I really don't have anything negative to say about this revolver. Minus that it's a little hefty, but again, I think in a 357 snub nose, that's a good thing, because when you shoot those 357 rounds, you don't want too much lightweight, or it's going to be a pain to shoot. This is actually fun to shoot the 357s out of, and especially the 38s. 38s feel like nothing. So, alright guys, that's my review of the EAA Windicator 357 Magnum 2.5-inch barrel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.